I saw a couple cars driving down this road. I seen posted speed limits for 50, which 50 kilometers an hour is a modest speed. But they were going more like 100. See, there it is again. 50. I can assure you, nobody's going 50. You know what? Sometimes these new roads are to replace old trashed out roads like this. That is a really nice road, by the way. Smooth as a carpet. Well, this was a short-lived adventure. Very short-lived. But the idea was right. There's a couple things going on. One is I'm too lazy to get out my telephone and look at Google Maps. The other is this Garmin Explorer is dying a slow and painful death. And that's about 100. Nice road though, I can understand it. Kind of. Anyway, the Garmin is on its last leg, so it's always on power saving mode, which means the screen is not well illuminated. Oh, I know what it is. These people keep seeing the sign that says 50. They must think it means 150. Yeah. At any rate, to know where I'm going with the Garmin after the eye surgery with the dead battery, it's more of a pain than it's worth. I'd rather go on an adventure, get a little lost, and if I get too lost, I can use the Garmin to guide me. It does leave a blue line that I can retrace. I did that when I went to Arganda. There were a couple turns in it that would have been easy to screw up. I think ultimately I would have ended up back in Loeches either way. but you know, maybe not. At any rate, this is 40, and as fast as the motor will take me, pretty much no matter what. Now, I do have mirrors on my helmet, which are great for seeing all behind me. I can make out vehicles a long ways off, so I can pull over to the shoulder a little bit more necessary, do what I gotta do. Nevertheless, with this new 48 volt 20 amp battery, I feel a lot more adventurous. The new 1132 cassette is also beneficial. I thought I had an 11-tooth cog as my high-end gear, but I didn't. I don't know how I could have goofed that up, except the cassette that was on this bike was an 1128, and that's where I got the 11 from. I replaced the Tough Tom rear tire with a 27.5 2.8 Smart Sam. I have front and rear Smart Sams on my gravel bike, and they've been perfectly dependable and they work great. This is 52 kilometers an hour, which is faster than 55. So just judging by that, you can tell how fast those cars were going. And that's why I say some of them are going about 100. I don't know where here is, but I like it. There's a parkway to the left. That might be it. At any rate, what I was saying about the Smart Sam, they work really well on the gravel bike. And as I do about half of my riding on hard top, hard surfaces, and the other half in crazy surfaces, you want a tire that can do both. And the Smart Sam has big side lugs and lots of side traction. In the middle, there's kind of a runner, if you will, and that center section rolls really nicely on blacktop, which is more efficient than knobs. Plus, it runs quieter. Sometimes you may have heard this, a bicycle comes by you and you hear brrr, sounds like a rattle. I'm looking for the town church. That's the center of town, almost always. And I see a steeple, which means I'm going in the right general direction. I can't tell you all the times a church steeple saved me from getting lost. So this is a functional parish. According to Google Maps, this is the parish of VALDEAVERO. VALDEAVERO. So, there's a palace not far from here, and I think I'm going to create a new video for that palace. Never been to this town before.